Okay, we're back with the final bag of the LEGO Star Wars. Bag number 3. Start this particular pack with a droid R4P17. So I've done one of these little R2 units before in the X-Wing. Pretty simple, great little design. Absolutely belting little figure. Love them. Absolutely fantastic. So on to it. Last part of this build. And just looks at this stage like we're literally just going to replicate what we did on the other side. Just notice that that's in the incorrect position there. Should be way back there. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to replicate literally what we did on the other side by building the wing and the rear part of the fuselage. There's so many, we need a decal here, number 12. There's so many Star Wars kits that have come and gone now. It would probably be really hard to sort of name them all. But Star Wars Lego wasn't a thing when I was a kid, and you'd think, you know, I was born in 73. You would think that Star Wars Lego would have come out before it actually did. However, it was round about, I think, the second bunch of films. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I only seem to see it when the Phantom Menace was released to start making an appearance. Could be wrong there. I'm not an amateur. I'm sure there are Lego fanatics out there that are probably going to rip me apart in the comments there and tell me exactly when they came out. Another decal, number 9. But as a kid, I don't ever remember seeing Star Wars in the 70s and 80s. It was all sort of your classic space. What we now know as classic space. we called it just space back then. But you know, now I think back, this sort of Lego would have absolutely gone down a storm back in my day, especially with Star Wars still being in the cinemas back then. You know, first one coming out in '77, and subsequent ones coming out in, I think it was '80, and Return of the Jedi in '83. Some of these kits back then would have gone down the storm. Obviously, I don't think they would have been as probably technical or as advanced, excuse me, as they are now. But I'm sure Lego would have done something intriguing with them even back then. You know, despite how much Lego has come on since, I think there definitely would have been some sort of market for Star Wars Lego back then, just as there is today. Whether that market's bigger or smaller today, that's hard to tell, but I genuinely feel that there would have been a market for it, just as there is nowadays. Perhaps it's just me, but I keep banging on about them, and I do keep banging on about, just really do not like the transfers, the decals. Yeah, so much better with just a printed brick. Actually, you guys might know this better than me, because some of this stuff I'm quite new to. If you lose the decals, can you reorder those? Can you, if anybody knows, drop a comment down below. So, you know, my kids especially, you know, at some stage, they're young, everything goes in the bath. Even the stuff that you don't want to go in the bath, you turn your back for a minute and all of a sudden it's in the bath. So obviously, where possible, I don't let them have the Lego in the bath, so they occasionally sneak Lego in. But obviously these decals aren't like a printed brick was back in the day. Decals are going to come off in water, probably, more than likely, or at least wear in the water. So can you buy, do you get the entire sheet? Do you have to do that? Can you get individual decals? I don't know. Maybe somebody could answer that question, and I'll share the link if you know. I don't intend any of this getting wet or going in the bath, but obviously these are designed to be played with. So I'm sure there are enthusiasts out there like us that will keep them nice, neat and presentable, and then there are kids that are going to play with them, quite rightly so. That's what they're there for, that's what they're designed to be. So are there replacements? I don't know, is my answer on that. some more decals. Number 7, I think that's the last of the decals then. We will, as ever, I do keep these decal sheets in the oops, that's definitely not gone on right. I do keep these decal sheets in the boxes when I've made the setup, because there is a code printed on the back, and when I've ever dealt with printers, these codes refer to the type of sheet and the decals on the sheet, sort of like a code that's on the Lego box. So by keeping that, if I ever needed a copy, I would hope that there are places that you can order them from, and that those are the codes that you need in which to order them. Like I say, just guessing, don't know. Perhaps perhaps you guys could let me know down in the comments if that's correct or not. Which way does that go? They go under, over. That way, I think. But yeah, if you do know the answer to the decal question, drop a comment in the box below. Coming to the end of the build now. I have to say, thoroughly enjoyable one. It really has been. Just love how these things come together. The joy for me of tipping a bag of Lego parts out like this, seeing that picture on the box, and the joy of going through the build process and getting to that finished article is just brilliant. And the thought, I've just said it time and time again, the thought that goes into this, every little detail, as you'd expect from Lego, every little detail thought of. You know, how's this going to go together? How's it going to work when it is together? You know, it's absolutely phenomenal. Whoever works on these, yeah, I take my hat off to you. You know, the quality of the sets today far outweighs the quality of the sets that I had back in the 80s. in the respect of the detail that's gone into them. They really are phenomenal sets. Our second wing, ready for mounting. Okay. Turn our set over now. Oops. Right, that's fantastic. Little landing leg that folds away and unfolds. So our ship stands. Got some reflectors here. So that's to go onto there. That then goes onto there. And then that then sits there. And we're going to put our dome on. Our headrest up. And got our final few touches here. Oh, I see. Right, okay, so that goes in there like on the side. Oh, I see. It's a oh, that's fabulous. A little firing dart that then fires out when you push it down. There we have it. A little place for his lightsaber. So we can push these down and fire these out of there, out of our ship. We can store our R2 unit by taking that off there and popping him into there. and popping the top back on, and then the R2 unit sits on our little turntable at the side there. While he's safe in there, if we want to put Obi Wan in there, we can put his helmet on or his headdress. Probably leave his hair on, actually, probably fit him better. And we can put him in the cockpit there. Whilst storing his lightsaber underneath the ship there. As I said, they just think of every detail. And there we have spare bullets, spare lightsaber. We'll keep the sticker pack there. And there we have it. Set 75333, Obi Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. What a fantastic little build. So again, please join me in the next one. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And thanks for watching.